Hello students, in my last video we have discussed natural resources and the types of natural resources, exhaustible and inexhaustible natural resources. When we talk about natural resources, the first resource that strikes our mind is fossil fuel. Okay. So what are fossil fuels? Fuels formed by natural processes like decomposition of dead plants and animals are called fossil fuels. So anything which is formed from dead plants and animals, they are called fossils. Anything which is formed from the plants and animals are called fossils, and since they act as fuels, they are called fossil fuels. Already we know the examples for fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. Okay, then what is the importance of these fossil fuels? Why are these fuels are so important? Number one, the first importance, the fossil fuels are important, yes, they are important source of energy. Now, if we talk about any fossil fuel, if you talk about coal, we know by burning coal we get a lot of energy. By burning coal we get a lot of energy, a lot of heat energy, light energy. Yes, this energy is used to produce electricity. Yes, this energy is used to produce electricity. Then what is the second importance? Okay, if you talk about petrol or diesel, okay, they also act as a good source of energy. Then the second importance, yes, domestic purposes. For example, yes, for cooking, we make use of cylinders which contain LPG, okay, liquefied petroleum gas, LPG, and LPG is nothing but the product obtained from petroleum. Even natural gas, which is available through gas pipelines, that is also used for domestic cooking purposes. Okay, yes, domestic cooking purposes. And the third importance in thermal power plants. Okay, thermal power plants were heat energy from these fossil fuels. Okay, heat energy obtained by burning of these fossil fuels used to generate electricity. So that is the purpose of setting up thermal power plant. Now the question is, how these fossil fuels are formed? Okay, yes. Today, let us discuss the formation of coal, as what is meant by coal and how the fossil fuel coal is formed. What is meant by coal and how coal is formed in nature? Okay, coal is a fossil fuel and coal is a hard stone. Okay, about 300 millions of years ago, the earth had dense forests in low-lying wetland areas. Due to natural processes like flooding, earthquake, and volcano eruptions, these forests get buried. These forests get buried under the soil. Okay, then more and more soil deposited over them. The dead plants were compressed. The temperature also rose, and the dead plants sank deeper and deeper. Okay, then under high temperature and high pressure, buried plants get slowly converted to coal. These buried plants slowly converted to coal under high temperature and high pressure. The coal contains mainly carbon. Yes. Then the slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. What is meant by carbonization? Very important term. The slow process of conversion of dead vegetation into coal is called carbonization. Okay. Since the coal was formed from the remains of vegetation, yes, the coal is also called fossil fuel. It is also called fossil fuel. What are the main uses of coal? Number one, please listen here. Coal is used to cook food. Then coal is used in thermal power plants to produce electricity. Next, coal is used as industrial fuel. Okay, next, coke. What is coke? Coke is a tough, porous and black substance. Okay, it is the coke is almost the purest form of carbon, and coke is formed by heating coal in the absence of air. Yes, then coke is formed from coal. Coke is formed by heating coal in the absence of air. Then what are the important uses of coke? Number one, it is used in the manufacture of steel. Number two, it is used in the extraction of metals. Okay, the coke is used in the extraction of metals. Next, coal tar. Coal tar is a black liquid. And coal tar is a mixture of about 200 substances. Coal tar is a black liquid and it is a mixture of about 200 substances. And the main uses of coal tar: number one, used as a source of various substances. Coal tar is used as a source of various substances. And second use, coal tar is used to make road surfaces. Okay, coal tar is used to make road surfaces. And next one is coal gas. Okay, coal gas is a byproduct formed when coal is heated in the absence of air. Okay, what is coal gas? Coal gas is a byproduct formed when coal is heated in the absence of air. Okay, and the main uses of this coal gas. Coal gas is used as a fuel in many industries. Okay. Okay, students, in my next video we will discuss about the next fossil fuel, petroleum and natural gas. Goodbye. Study well.